is.
So what's the problem? Can you describe me specifics? The problem is, but did you notice I put it a little higher?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought.
Because look, you're starting like this.
That's right.
Oh, but a minute later you're da 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 da. So I would probably, if I wanted to go down like that, I would not put the mic down. What I would do was to, instead of when you go down for the soft one, the look of love, I would lengthen my neck and drop my chin. So I get my mouth pointing down, but I did not sink my upper chest. So look, would you please now go down the way you did the first time?
I was probably doing something.
No, you were doing worse than that.
Worse than that.
No. This is, what you were doing was, I think what you were doing was, now watch my upper chest carefully, my sternum.
Oh, man.
No.
Okay.
See, so it's, I'm going to collapse my upper chest to bring my nose down to the mic. So now I'm going to fill my upper chest, and look, I'm going to bring my upper chest to my chin. Did you hear my voice change?
I did. We had more authority.
Yeah.
That's like the arch.
And then you're looking down at the mic, but the mic is actually higher, because if the mic, that's why I put the mic up, because if the mic is low, you're going to want to do this to come to the mic. But if the mic is up here, then look, I'm going to do this to come to the mic. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
So I think that would resolve something. So I put the mic up because you're singing up here a lot of the time, and the mic's down here, so you should have it up here near your. But the other thing is to resolve this way that you go for the soft tones. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I believe there's something else we can do, but it relates to your piano technique.
Fine, yeah.
Okay, now, would you now I'm going to put my hand on your spine here in the middle back. Here. It's maybe T11, T10, T12, L5, somewhere in there, T9, somewhere. The lower thoracic, the upper lumbar spine, okay? And now would you try to sense what goes on in your back when you, and now I need you to play with bad technique on purpose. So I need you to go like this, something like that. That's it. Okay, and then let me just feel actually more. Okay, and now play with good technique. That means not just a high arch, but with the hand, not the wrist. This joint here, standing up. It means the hand, air pumping into the hand here and inflating the hand up like that. Yeah, so like this. Not wiggling the wrist, just straight up. You sense a difference in your back?
Yeah. My back is not working. My back is relaxed where the other thing
Exactly.
That could explain the problems I've been feeling in my middle back.
Exactly. So this is very important. Actually, your back is working well now and your back was contracting before. So every time you use a down technique, the back suffers and the voice suffers. Because as soon as the back is suffering there, then the spine is not offering the same support to the vocal cords. Now the spine does not offer support to the vocal cords with an open, hyperextended spine. The spine offers the support to the vocal cords when it can move. So darn, we should have done that lesson today. It's the last day. I forgot. We'll do a quick version tomorrow. Would you please, there's a lesson in sitting which is very important. An ATM lesson. Would you please put one hand on your sternum and the other hand on your sacrum? Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, and now just rock back very gently. And you see you rock back and your sternum stayed up. So as you rock back, you're losing your balance. You're going to fall off the bench backwards. You rock forward, you're going to lose your balance falling forward. Is there a way of rocking back and leaving your head in the middle? Like rock back, do not move your head back.
Oh, move
okay,
the
now,
whole thing?
No, do not move your head back. How do you do that?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, come forward again. And now when you rock the pelvis back, drop the sternum. That's it, come on. That's it, that's excellent. Then come forward and try again. And now drop the sternum. Drop the sternum, drop the sternum, drop the sternum. That's it, and now raise the sternum. Now drop the sternum. And now raise the sternum. Okay, now drop the sternum. Now don't just raise the sternum, push it 45 degrees forward. Use your sacrum to push against me. That's the one. Now drop the sternum. Now push against me with your sacrum. That's right. And now just let the sternum go down at the same angle. That's the one. Your spine is now working like a chain that transmits kinetic energy. Okay? If your spine could do that while you were singing, your voice would transform. Your voice is already wonderful. Yeah, but it's going to be bigger and more mellifluous when it's like that. And now just slump the back, that's right. Drop your chin. You're actually very mobile. You're very mobile. But you're holding yourself in immobility because you think that's what you need. Yeah, actually you need to now come forward. Now look, this time we're going to coordinate it very carefully. You're going to, don't do it yet. Slump the back, drop the sternum, and drop the chin all together, coordinated. Come forward. Do that again. That's right. Switch the hands. Yeah. See if it feels different. And the sacrum right down. That's it. And try the same thing. So slouch the back, drop the sternum, drop the chin. That's right. Why am I doing this? Because you like to sit and now go right into full extension. Sit, that's right. So that's full extension. This is full flexion, and the neutral is somewhere in between. So what you like to do is sit in full extension. And now, so I'm showing you. This is the other side. This is the dark side. Yeah, it's actually not the dark side. it's the light side, because once you've got the other side, then you can find the neutral. Now, where would neutral be for you now? And you notice that's a completely different way of. No, you went to the plus side.
I did say
Yeah, that's it. There, now you're in neutral.
Wow.
Yeah. And you feel slouched?
I do.
You feel slouched?
Yeah.
Stop, don't move. This is going to be even better than Annie. This is going to be better than Annie. Oh, because Annie has something similar in standing yesterday. But look at, I just want to take a picture of this terribly slouched person. Okay? Mm-hmm. Look at that horribly, terribly slouched person.
No, it's not slouched.
It's straight as an arrow, for God's sakes. Yeah, but everything is subjective. Yeah, we all, why? We were told to sit up straight all through our childhood. Sit up straight. And even in Aikido class, I go to Aikido in Serbia and in Belgrade, and sit up straight. And it's hips forward, shoulders back. It's like so dysfunctional. I keep telling Micho, you've got to do something. He won't listen to me.
Yeah.
So it's in our culture. But now you found, look, now, go to the dark side, go to the negatives. No, that's it. Let it slow. That's it. And now come forward only to the neutral. Okay, try no. You stiffened. There, now you're fluid. Try playing and singing like this. So, look, to maintain fluidity in your spine, you have to go to the negative, perceived negative. Let's say extension is plus, flexion is negative. Yeah, you have to go there and stay there a little bit. Try playing.
I'm almost lightheaded on this.
Yeah. So,
That just,
you,
I feel like ape-like.
yes,
Or,
but you don't look ape-like.
I don't.
No, it's very
yeah.
beautiful. And you felt you can't breathe. But now this opens up the capacity to breathe into your back, to breathe down. You breathe like this.
Yeah.
It cuts off the back. Look, my spine is cut off. Well, I can take a much bigger breath out the back. That's right.
Yes,
we breathe. When we breathe, the lungs
more
expand
lung
in
capacity.
all directions.
Yeah.
So you felt you couldn't breathe, but that's just because you had not engaged breathing back, breathing down, breathing in all directions. You were locked into only breathing in one direction.
Right.
That's it. So that's huge.
Yeah.
Now the other fascinating thing, I was planning, when I watched you, I was planning on improving the arch of the hand and the function of the hand in your playing to get your posture better. And when you improved your posture, did you notice your hand was totally different on the board?
I did.
All the sinking down was gone.
Yeah.
So this,
It was like,
look, rounding here evokes rounding here. Rounding here in order to let breath come in here allows breath to come in here. Your technique transformed.
Yeah, I felt that, but you know, it was all the prompting and all this stuff too, you know.
Yeah, well, of course, we set it up by telling you about this in the other lessons.
Yeah.
But did you see, this
I really
is...
did feel that.
so
I felt
this-
like there was this air or this space that opened up.
That's right. This is playing the piano with the whole body. It's the title of my next book, Play the Piano with the Whole Self. And it's so fascinating to see the manifestation of this idea that, yes, our whole body is completely involved in what we do. And to see that the hand transforms so much simply from having the spine and the ribs available to it instead of thrust forward. Now thrust them forward and cut them off. And that's you,
Yeah,
the habitual you.
Yeah, and that's what, and now I can
That's
feel
familiar.
the restriction
That's
right in
right.
the middle
And
of my back.
now you
So
know
now-
how to release the constriction. That was so great. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't know that was available.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's a
consider
shock.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a wonderful shock.
But then finding,
Yeah, so you'll need to play around with this because you're habitually on the plus side. You're habitually too much in extension. So you can't just go to the neutral point because you'll keep going back. You have to go beyond, go way into it, go deeply into real slumped. And then a little less slumped, and then a little more, and then back to neutral, and then a little 3/4 slumped, and then back to neutral, and then a 1/4 slumped, and back to neutral, and a half slumped. And
So-
all these different degrees of slumped is so that when you come to the neutral, you don't go past it and lock yourself
yeah,
into the plus
and
side.
it's the chin moving
That's
along
right.
with the sternum.
Yeah.
All.
So as we said, it's the back rounds, the sternum drop, and the chin follows the sternum. Now you forgot to slouch.
Yeah.
So you know why I said you're mobile? Because you're amazingly mobile. Like you can control parts of yourself like those dancers. And so this time, what you did the chin down and the sternum down, and you forgot to round your back, so you came back here.
Okay.
You see, my back is still extended, but my sternum is kind of, and so the sternum couldn't drop, and so it went back here instead. That's what you did. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little, but that's tremendously mobile and tremendously like exact control over different parts of yourself. So we have to really choreograph. Oh yeah, it's the rounding back and the sternum and the chin following the. Yeah, the sternum follows the rounded back, and the sternum follows the rounded back, and the chin follows the sternum. And yeah, that's it. That's great. And why did I now round it again? Come on down. That's it.
That's what's
And-
really strange.
Yeah, that's what. This is your source of power. It's like a slingshot. Now you pull the slingshot back. Boom. Yeah. Now, when you come forward, you're gonna go back, because you're gonna go into a hyperextension if you lift the sternum up. So you push me forward now. That's it. And then you can control the degree of extension that you have. Wow, and your shoulders just let go.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah. So it's very important that for you, now the sternum's going to drop, but now don't put it up, put it forward. And then you're controlling to a precise degree the amount of extension you want. And that will control the tone of your voice. That will control the mood. A more extension is a brighter mood, and now come forward, go back, go back, go back, go back. Drop your chin. No, round the back more. That's it. And now come forward, hardly straightening at all, for a darker sound, a more intimate sound. And now, I believe with all these variations that your voice, the actual position of your mouth in space stays pretty constant. I think you're not going to have a problem with the mic. I think you're so well organized that no matter where you are, the mic is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have your dark sound, you can have your bright sound, and the mic is relatively, there was something about the anomalies in the posture that were making the mic placement a difficulty. But actually, when you have this, it's easy to be with the mic.
Yeah. Okay.
But in general, I would put it a little higher than you put it.
Higher, yeah. Okay, that's very good.
Because I think a little higher is the true neutral. And okay, if it's higher like that, come forward. Yeah. Okay. Now, if it's higher than that, then now drop your chin, drop everything. I would not be afraid to go down underneath the mic. You see, you're a little underneath it now. I would not be afraid to go there.
Oh.
Yeah, because what you wanted to do is the mic here, and now I'm going to go down to the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the mic's nowhere near me.
That's right.
Yeah, so now I'm going to go down under the mic. I've almost got my nose on the mic. But with my nose on the mic here, I'm totally relaxed. My voice is dark, and my mouth is still very close to the mic. Yeah, so that's something to think about.
That's good. That's very good. I thought about this last night after I know you worked with pianist.
On my
and I
land.
thought, I really should talk about this too, because this is something I do regularly, and
It's fantastic.
affects my, and this is one part of it that I am just not comfortable.
But this is so amazing, because this is going to affect all your classical playing. If you can bring this change in your sitting to your classical playing, everything we did is going to be so much easier for the hand to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be completely natural, because the buoyant hand is now supported by buoyant rib cage and buoyant lungs. That's right. And remember, you're breathing the other way. That's right.
There's a lot more air to be had by breathing.
There's a lot more air to be had.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. Wow.
Oh, that feels great.
And this rocking the pelvis and allowing the spine to sort of flex and extend slightly, I call it spinal breathing. It's as if, the lungs breathe, okay, but the spine can breathe too. Like it's breathing out, and now it's breathing in. And there's all sorts of variability in there. But you need to explore the flexed side, where you feel like a monkey, but you don't look like a monkey.
All right, that's wonderful.
You don't have to worry about that.
That's great. How are we doing for time?
We got another 15 minutes.
All right, so can I ask then about craziness stuff? Like, it comes up in this kind of music and doesn't come up in other kinds of music.
I've forgotten how many great songs.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe we do the whole show.
But
one after another.
They're so sophisticated compared to the drivel that gets written today.
Yeah.
It's just like no comparison.
The promise. Okay. So, my left hand is essentially.
So you're not singing with that?
No. This is
so
just.
I can take the mic away?
Here.
Yeah. Okay.
Take the mic away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is an instrumental, and essentially it's all this stuff. You just like a bass line.
That's only your upper back. I want the lower back to come back. That's the unfamiliar one for you, right?
Very.
You're so mobile. You can just move your upper back back and leave your lower back forward. Yeah. Look at the sound change.
I see.
Whoa.
The horns go. All that stuff, and then we have, but I'm doing a lot of this stuff, you know.
So you see,
I don't want to lose myself.
but look at this. Now look at my hand very carefully. If you looked at it in slow motion, you could analyze what's going on. It's actually, there's a little jet stream pushing the inner part of my hand up on every single note. No, it's not this. It's this. It's this. Look, don't do anything. Let your arm go. That's it. And how does that happen? The fingers straighten a little bit. It's almost as if I flick the spitball. Yeah, there you go.
Well, this is the opposite.
Yeah. It's opposite. That's right, opposite. That's it.
Wow, I never played like that before.
That's
ever.
right. Yeah. Horowitz plays it. That's right. It's a very efficient way of playing. Seymour Fink called it unfurled applause. Seymour Fink mastering piano technique. He's the one who talked about this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and then
It's so great that he pays tribute to Lenny Bernstein. Got to get rich in America.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff.
Got to get rich in America.
Oh, yeah.
Promises, promises,
Yep.
Yeah.
All that business. And what's fun too is
So it's amazing when I say round your back, I've never had to do this as anybody. Round the lower part of your back, or actually round the mid to lower part of your back. You see, that's rounding the upper, and now round the lower. Okay, now round them both, for God's sakes.
oh, gee, I haven't got anything left.
There, you don't need anything. Because all that roundness goes in here and makes your technique better.
That I see.
Yeah.
So I want to find that spot
Yeah.
because that I see.
There, you did it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Very, very
This is
good.
so great.
So all that'll work for everything. So even if I'm doing ridiculous stuff.
The other experiment would be to take this back to Mozart and to take
Oh,
this
let's
back
go.
to Debussy.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I'm going.
Do you want to just play a little bit and I'll move around with what's going on here? Oh my God! Don't do that.
Don't.
Okay, now look. Okay, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be behind
my
it.
body.
Okay, well I'll just guide. Okay, and I'm going to. Yeah, that's right. You see this is. You see when I do this.
Yeah.
I help the spine find the way of just gently buoying the rib cage. Yeah, that's right. So, why would the spine be so stiff anyway? Because it feels it's got to hold up the upper torso and the entire weight of the head and the rib cage. It's got to hold it all up. So I take that weight off the spine, and now the spine can start to readjust, and a little here and a little there, and feel all sorts of tiny little possibilities for a little bit of flexion or extension in specific vertebrae. So the spine naturally becomes even more differentiated than you had it. See, you're amazing because you can differentiate amazingly, but you held it in one place. You didn't use all the differentiation which is available to you. And now we do a strategy of breathing backwards, of feeling a breath come into the back of my breathing with your kidneys. Yeah, we're coming here and just, you see, and you notice that any sort of little control of that back extension cuts the breath off. Mm-hmm. And when you rock forward and then all this is riding on the rocking forward, then you come forward and you don't cut your breath. Mm-hmm. And And then you come back here and you don't cut your breath because you allowed it to round. Rounding does not seem, because you've never once gone so far into rounding that you slumped and really cut the breath off by collapsing. You don't even know how to go there. So all we have to do is to find ways of getting forward without hyperextending, without doing that crunching some part of your spine forward, therefore cutting off the breath. That's it. And then we use that to play the piano. I said play the piano, and you went into hyperextending. I said play the piano.
It's like,
Play the piano. That's right.
okay.
It's so amazing. There are those commands deep in our subconscious. They're embedded right in there, man.
When I hear play the piano, I'm going like Trigonov. I'm gonna touch.
Absolutely, absolutely. And already your back is nicer.
It really almost makes me lightheaded, makes my sinuses clear up or something. I don't know.
Fantastic. Wow, you're really differentiated. It's amazing. Far, far more than the average. It's like you've been doing Feldenkrais all your life. But you need to just organize that differentiation. You need to put it to a purpose.
And to find that spot.
And that is to keep the spine in balance so that the ribs can breathe freely. Yeah.
Should I try?
Pretty different, eh?
Should I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
This one.
Good.
I can't even.
Almost.
Yeah.
It's so light. The sound
It
is
is light.
great. That goes easier because now when you went across, all the ribs supported you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I didn't feel
and the
it.
spine. That's right. It's not because you can't do it, it's because it's so ridiculously easy now that you have to recalibrate. Good. So much. Stay close to the blacks.
It's right here?
Yeah, don't do this. Just that's right.
I'm all
yeah, I know.
Okay.
You feel so loose that you feel disempowered. Actually, I'm just floppy and loose. Yeah. Well, that's a necessary stage in the learning, and you do feel. I remember giving Kemal a private FI, a functional integration lesson, a private Feldenkrais, where he was just like complete spaghetti afterwards. It was really amazing. So sensitive, he completely let go. And then he goes to the piano and goes, "What have you done to me? I can't play. My fingers are like cooked pasta. That's horrible." He got really mad. But that's a necessary stage of learning. You let go of the old tensions in order to relearn, in order to learn a more skeletal touch, where the muscles are activating, but they're activating the bones in very well organized way, mechanically efficient ways. So you're letting go of the mechanically inefficient way, but you haven't yet figured out how to use all this looseness to get mechanically efficient.
Yeah.
You know, so but that's a huge step in that direction.
Oh, that is real. I'm glad I asked you about that.
Yeah, me too.
Because finding that place is, I think,
it's going to make you.
Instrumental.
Yeah, it's going to make your Debussy sail.
Oh,
wow, that's going to be just shimmering. That's right, of course. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just instead. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
That was a wonderful experience.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.